Guy Girls Reason Things. This is my one box fall challenge, which we did it in a couple different times in a couple different parts, and even my husband joined in to help clear out some things around the house and around the garage. I finally got to the three totes, I think it's three, maybe four, that I haven't touched since we moved in this house 6 years ago. Because right after we moved in, I got sick and I just wasn't able to do it. Now it's just time to get those things cleared out. So I emptied my first tote, and I also cleaned out some of my craft room, which helped a little bit, but still a mess. My craft room is a disaster because I'm always working in there. But anyway, this is Michelle from Everyday Wife Life. We gotta love her. She's the only reason my house gets decluttered. And I even told my husband that she asked him to join the challenge this month. Anything to get him to declutter a little bit out in his workshop. So he got rid of a whole truckload of things that wasn't any good, that were steel and scrap metal. And he made $55 on his declutter. When I bought too many of these for my fairy garden. So I have a bunch of those to go. I have a clock, a headband for a little kid that I don't know how I got. We don't have any kids, and this wouldn't work on my Yorkie. A couple coffee cups, a teddy bear, a binder, the worst glue gun ever, which wasn't in the box, but it was for my business, and it made me want to not even ship what I was shipping to have to deal with this thing. A frog wind chime that my husband always forgets that wind chimes like this won't hold up because we have too high of winds. So you might as well not put it out. Some pins. A camper thing. And that is what I emptied from the first tote. Plus a couple other things that wasn't in the tote but has to go. And I will work on the rest of these totes next season, or sometime before next season. But I'm going to be in one of the biggest festivals and craft festivals in the state of Ohio, so I have to get busy working on that. Thank you, and we cleared out a lot of stuff. My husband, he lost his video, but he joined in the challenge this month too. The next clip will be a picture of his truck that he loaded with a bunch of steel to go to metal recycling that was filling up his garage, and he made $55 on it, which isn't bad. And it got a bunch of stuff out of here. I told him that he was asked to join the one box challenge. We're not going to let him know any different. Michelle, you did ask my husband to join, right? Because we need him to clear out some things. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to what I call my decor dungeon. In other words, my extra bedroom that's always so dark. The windows we got to pull the curtains open to video in here. Okay. This is where I have 4 totes that I haven't even opened since I moved into this house 6 years ago, because I got sick right after I moved in, just a couple months after I moved in, so I didn't even get all unpacked. I said I would at least start on these totes this month. So I've emptied one. And here is some of the things that was in that tote. A Christmas garland. These were in my bedroom at the old house that I moved. We moved here 12 years ago. These were in my bedroom at the house that I lived in 12 years ago. A gingerbread train that I decorated back then. But I did use this in a video just recently. So I thought I used it in the video. Don't need it. Don't decorate that style. So it's going to be donated. I have some little blocks. They're going to go. And a couple little ornaments. They're going to go. Then I had these, and I thought, well, I'm going to do a deer Christmas wreath. I'll just add this on to decorate that wreath that I'm working on. And I found these, and I'm doing a red and blue snowman wreath. I may put these on. One thing I decided to purge was this big sewing machine and the sewing machine case, because I don't sew. So I thought I'd purge that from my craft room. A ton of material I'm getting rid of. Okay, I've decided to purge a sticker machine and a bunch of stamps in this case from my craft room, because I don't scrapbook much anymore. And some empty cases, some Christmas stuff and holiday stuff that I don't need, and a bunch of scrapbooking. Couple of rolls of ribbon. Yes, I know some people surprise. And a ton of scrapbook paper. And I'm getting rid of my Probo box. I don't need that anymore. A backdrop for photos. Okay, as part of my one box challenge this month, I'm doing something a little different. I have a good friend. He lives in Mississippi, and he is a paper crafter. He makes the most beautiful cards you ever want to see. And he is just the sweetest gentleman, one of the sweetest gentlemen on YouTube. If you haven't checked out Brian from B&D Crafts, please go over and give him a look. Especially if you're interested in paper crafting, because he's a sweetheart. Well, part of my one box this month, I decided I don't paper craft anymore. I haven't done it in years. I mean years. We're not going to talk about how many years because it makes me sound very old, but it's been a lot of years. So I decided to send him some of my stash, which includes lots of different products. This is for glitter. I figured he'd love that, so he wouldn't get glitter all over his studio as much anymore. Because it's got a spout to pour the glitter back in after you glittered your cards. All kinds of card making materials. I have embellishments to galore. And I have tons and tons of stamps and punches and all kinds of things to send to him. And this is part of my one box. This one box is going to be a happy mail to my friend and fellow YouTuber, Brian.